Hello, welcome back to Chasing the Target. We are one day away from the start of the India versus Afghanistan series का बिल्डअप बहुत ज्यादा था. मतलब स्क्वाड के लिए इतना देर ठहरना पड़ा. स्क्वाड अनाउंसमेंट के लिए ये देखना था कि विराट कोहली रहेंगे, रोहित शर्मा रहेंगे, दोनों स्क्वाड में है. लेकिन कल विराट कोहली विल नॉट बी प्लेइंग द गेम. ही इज आउट ड्यू टू पर्सनल रीजंस. एग्जैक्टली क्या रीजन है ये नहीं पता, लेकिन ये पता है कि वो सेकंड T20 के लिए वापस आएगा. तो जो मोहाली में मैच होगा, विराट कोहली और राहुल द्रविड़ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में ये भी कंफर्म करे कि रोहित शर्मा विल बी ओपनिंग द बैटिंग विद यशस्वी जायसवाल. दैट इज द कंफर्म ओपनिंग पे. शायद शुभमन गिल खेल ले 3 पे विद इन कोहलीज एब्सेंस. फिर उनको कॉल लेना पड़ेगा विकेट कीपर कौन रहेगा, जितेश शर्मा या आपका संजू सैमसन. ये एक और कॉल लेना पड़ेगा विकेट कीपर कौन है. तिलक वर्मा विल प्रॉब्ली गेट अ गेम बिकॉज अभी सूर्या भी नहीं है, हार्दिक नहीं है, तो ही प्रॉब्ली प्ले 4-5 पे वो खेलेगा. फिर आपके पास बॉलर्स कौन रहेंगे. आई थिंक अक्षर पटेल और कुलदीप भाई आपके स्पिनर रहेंगे. फिर फास्ट बॉलर्स में अर्शदीप, मुकेश और अवेश खान, ये आपके 3-4 फास्ट बॉलर रहेंगे. तो द टीम इज काइंड ऑफ सेट. लेकिन यही है, देखना पड़ेगा कि विराट कोहली जब आएगा वो कौन से नंबर पे खेलेगा और किसकी जगह में खेलेगा. इट लुक्स लाइक कल शुभमन गिल खेलेगा. और एक न्यूज ये है कि राशिद खान इज आउट फॉर द सीरीज. उसका बैक इंजरी हुआ था, वर्ल्ड कप के बाद सर्जरी हुई थी. आई थिंक ऑस्ट्रेलिया में सर्जरी हुई थी, so he didn't get back into full fitness. तो आई थिंक वो आईपीएल और वर्ल्ड कप की तैयारी वो कर रहे हैं. he wants to be fully fit for that. तो आई थिंक 19 प्लेयर का स्क्वाड है अफगानिस्तान का. सो दे कैन रोटेट. दे हैव कैस अहमद वेटिंग इन द विंग्स, नूर अहमद भी है, मुजीब, नबी, तो काफी स्पिनर हैं उन लोग के पास. दे हैव ऑप्शंस. फास्ट बॉलर्स नवीन भी वापस आ गया, तो नवीन है उनके पास. फजल हक फारूकी भी है, आई थिंक गुलबदीन भी है. तो दे हैव क्वाइट अ फ्यू ऑप्शंस. बॉलिंग में बैटिंग का यही है कि उन लोगों को फोकस करना. आई थिंक उनका कप्तान भी जो स्टैंड इन कैप्टन इब्राहिम जरदान, वो यही बोल रहा था कि we need to focus on the batting. वो थोड़ा सा वीक सूट था, लेकिन that is also improved with himself. फिर आपके पास गुरबाज है जो ही इज किलिंग इट हर लीग में, और अफगानिस्तान के लिए भी वर्ल्ड कप में जो बेहतरीन बैटिंग किया था. नबी एक्सपीरियंस बहुत है. और जो मिडिल ऑर्डर है वो उन लोगों को स्टेप अप करके करना है. जो वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत अच्छा करे 50 ओवर में, 20 ओवर में, इट सूट देम अ बिट मोर. जो उनका स्टाइल ऑफ प्ले है, ज्यादा रिस्क टेकिंग है बैटिंग में और बॉलिंग में एग्रेसिव है. तो आई थिंक कंपेटिटिव हो सकती है ये सीरीज. और रोहित शर्मा पे प्रेशर होगा बिकॉज वो वापस आ रहा बतौर कप्तान के. तो दैट मींस ही विल हैव टू गेट हिज चेंजेस राइट. ही विल हैव टू गेट हिज फील्ड प्लेसमेंट राइट एंड मेक श्योर दैट टीम इज विनिंग. बिकॉज आपको पॉजिटिव नोट पे जाना है. ये लास्ट 3 T20 से इंडिया के लिए बिफोर दे गो टू द वर्ल्ड कप. हाँ, अभी वर्ल्ड कप के लिए 5-6 महीने बाकी है, लेकिन बीच में 5 टेस्ट मैच है इंग्लैंड से, और फिर आपका आईपीएल है. आईपीएल T20 क्रिकेट है, लेकिन इंडियन टीम का नहीं. वो अलग अलग फ्रेंचाइजेस होंगे, अलग प्लेयर्स अलग टीम में होंगे. तो दिस इज द लास्ट टाइम यू गोना सी इंडिया प्लेइंग एज अ टीम. अनफॉर्चुनेटली देयर इज नो हार्दिक एंड सूर्या, एंड कोहली इज आल्सो मिसिंग इन द फर्स्ट गेम. लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ केमिस्ट्री बन सकता है अभी, एंड देन दे कैन एटलीस्ट हैव अ सॉर्ट ऑफ एन आइडिया. थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ रहेगा बिकॉज आईपीएल में अगर परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी हुई किसी की या नहीं हुई और कुछ ड्रॉप और पिक हुए, तो थोड़ा सा आपका जो 11 है इट कैन चेंज अ बिट इन माय ओपिनियन. लेकिन फॉर नाउ दिस इज व्हाट दे हैव, एंड दे हैव टू गो विद दिस इनटू द अफगानिस्तान सीरीज एंड मेक श्योर दैट दे विन द सीरीज. अच्छे कंफर्टेबली जीते. तो कुछ कंफर्टेबल नहीं होगा इंटरनेशनल स्टेज पे. हर टीम कंपेटिटिव होता है, और खासतौर के अफगानिस्तान टीम जो इंप्रूव कर रही है और जो ये कंडीशन में भी डेंजरस हो सकती है, जिसके पास वर्ल्ड क्लास स्पिनर्स है. इवन इफ राशिद इज नॉट देयर, दे स्टिल हैव अ लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस. तो यू कैन सी नूर अहमद जो आईपीएल में बॉलिंग किया था, ही सबको परेशान करा उन्हें, काफी बैट्समैन को, एंड ही वाज वन ऑफ द की बॉलर्स फॉर गुजरात. हिम एंड राशिद में डेडली कॉम्बिनेशन. तो वो भी बहुत खतरनाक बॉलर. मुझे के पास भी एक्सपीरियंस है. कैस अहमद भी, he hasn't played as much as these guys, but he's also someone who is talented and can get the ball to rip. तो अच्छा, I think it'll be a good good series. Predicted 11 वही है. आई थिंक विकेट कीपर देखना पड़ेगा कौन खिला रहे हैं, संजू सैमसन या जितेश शर्मा. मैं पर्सनली संजू को देखना चाह रहा हूँ. शुभमन प्रॉब्ली विल स्लॉट एट 1 डाउन. रोहित और जायसवाल कंफर्म्ड ओपनर्स. 2 डाउन शायद आपके तिलक वर्मा आ गए, 3 डाउन आपके कीपर आ गए संजू सैमसन. फिर आपके पास आई थिंक you'll have अक्षर पटेल coming in, and then Kuldeep Yadav, Arishdeep, Avesh Khan और मुकेश कुमार आपके बॉलर होंगे. अफगानिस्तान इजी विन बोल रहे. आर गेमिंग, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. I mean they're a dangerous team. They can upset India. अभी I think India are favorites going into this series, लेकिन अफगानिस्तान जीत सकते हैं. उन लोग जो तरीके की क्रिकेट खेल रहे, especially T20s पे, it's their stronger suit. They like playing this game. उन लोग उनके spinners के साथ फंसा सकते हैं opposition को, and even their batters aggressive खेलते. They don't mind going and hitting out and playing aggressive cricket, तो तगड़ी series हो सकती है. Afghanistan all-rounder Sharifuddin, who is a left-arm spinner, also option in the squad. Yes, he is a very good option too. They have quite a few options. So yes, they're missing Rashid Khan. बहुत बड़ा हो सकता है. अपसेट नहीं होगा भाई, अफगानिस्तान अच्छी टीम है. अपसेट मतलब देखो इंडिया की टीम जब अफगानिस्तान से खेल रहे हैं, like you expect India to win. India against anyone, I think apart from maybe Australia, upset Australia, England ले लो, even Pakistan ले लो, but in general you expect India to win. इसलिए मैं अपसेट बोल रहा हूँ. बट हाँ, अफगानिस्तान बहुत तगड़ी टीम है, बहुत अच्छी टीम है. देयर वेरी स्ट्रांग. एंड अगर आप देखें 50 ओवर में भी बेहतरीन खेले, और अभी भी ये जो T20 में उनके प्लेयर्स काफी लीग्स खेलते, डिफरेंट कंडीशंस में खेलते, तो उन लोगों को पता है भाई ये पिच पे ऐसा खेलना, ये पिच पे ऐसा बैटिंग करना, बॉलिंग करना. मगर नो राशिद खान देर, that is why I'm saying they're also a bit weaker, so that can affect them, but they do have options, just like they don't have options. But Rashid Khan is their captain, he's the best player, so वो थोड़ा सा मिस तो है भाई उन लोगों के लिए. What are your thoughts on Rohit and Jaiswal opening and Gill batting at number 3 for the first T20? I would have personally liked to see Kohli and Rohit opening. Of course, Kohli is out of the game because of personal reasons, but I don't mind this. I think right hand, left hand combination. If you see Jaiswal's strike rate in 2023, in T20s in particular, it's been around 166, whereas Gill's strike rate I'm talking about power play strike rate, and Gill's power play strike rate has been around 130, 133 in T20s. So if you look at it, Jaiswal is more aggressive, he's taking more chances, and I think that right hand, left hand can make it difficult for the opposition. Also, थोड़ा line length भी बिगाड़ सकते हैं आप, and you can make take advantage of that and start scoring your runs, play freely. तो मेरे हिसाब से I think it is a good combination, right hand, left hand, Rohit and Jaiswal, and it should be I'll be excited to see how it goes. आईपीएल का मैच होता तो कोहली कभी मैच मिस नहीं करता, लाजिम खेलता. भाई हाँ, मतलब आईपीएल के मैचेस कोई नहीं छोड़ता. आई थिंक हार्दिक इंजरी की वजह से 1-2 छोड़ा होगा, लेकिन वो भी उन्हें मेजॉरिटी खेला. आईपीएल का आप सही बोल रहे हैं, नहीं छोड़ते लोग. अब वो पर्सनल रीजंस क्या है क्या नहीं है वो नहीं पता मुझे, लेकिन हाँ, अगर डिपेंडिंग ऑन द सिचुएशन ही शुड हैव, आई थिंक आप अगर स्क्वाड में सिलेक्टेड है, खाली 3 मैच है, should have played, but if it's an emergency तो फिर आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते, फिर आपको skip करना पड़ेगा. तो अब डिपेंड है क्या सिचुएशन, क्या स्थिति है, I don't know exactly. यही कहा गया राहुल द्रविड़ से कि भाई it was a personal issue, that's why he is not playing, or personal जो भी है, he's going, he won't play the first game. और थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंटिंग है बिकॉज मोहाली में मैच है, वहां पे सोल्ड आउट क्राउड है. इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ पैक स्टेडियम टुमारो, एंड आई एम श्योर आधी से ज्यादा पब्लिक कोहली के लिए इंतजार कर रहे थे. ही इज फ्रॉम दिल्ली, मगर पंजाबी ब्लड है, एंड आई एम श्योर ही हैज अ ह्यूज फॉलोइंग देयर. ही हैज अ ग्रेट रिकॉर्ड इन व्हाट यू कॉल इट, ही हैज अ ग्रेट record in Mohali. And speaking of Mohali, my very good friend, my very close friend, Mr. Ashish Dadwal has joined me, man. It's been a long time. I need to speak to you soon. It's been a long time since we have talked, and thank you so much for joining. Speaking too much Hindi, भाई मिक्स करते रहना पड़ता. कभी लोग बोलते हैं कि इंग्लिश में बहुत बात कर रहे, कभी बोलते हैं हिंदी में. तेलुगु तो आती नहीं हमारे को, तो जो भी जबान आती है वो बोल देते हैं. अभी अरेबिक भी शुरू करना पड़ेगा थोड़े दिनों में. अगर आप मुझे बोलने से पहले फैज कहाँ है? फैज भाई अभी बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं. उन्होंने 4 ओवर में आई थिंक 32 रन दिए, विकेट नहीं लिए, लेकिन आई थिंक पिच के हिसाब से, ग्राउंड के हिसाब से ही डिड, आई एम श्योर ही बॉल्ड डिसेंटली. मैं तो मुझे पता नहीं एग्जैक्टली, मैं ग्राउंड पे खेल चुका हूँ. इट्स अ बिट स्लिपरी ड्यू बहुत है वहां पे, तो आई थिंक ही डिड अ डिसेंट जॉब, मगर विकेट नहीं मिली भाई को. मगर मैं वो ग्राउंड पे मेरी परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी थी, वो लास्ट टाइम खेला. कोहली का नाम डाला और मैं आ गया. हाँ, विराट कोहली देखो, ऑफ कोर्स वी ऑल एक्साइटेड. मोहाली आपका होम ग्राउंड है, आशीष भी चंडीगढ़ मोहाली से है, तो वहां पे मैच है मोहाली में, एंड आई एम श्योर एवरीबॉडी वाज एक्साइटेड टू गो एंड सी विराट कोहली प्ले. एंड आधी से ज्यादा पब्लिक वही इंतजार कर रहे थे कि भाई कोहली कब आएगा बैटिंग के लिए. उसका रिकॉर्ड भी मोहाली में बहुत अच्छा है. ही बैट्स रियली वेल देयर, ही हैज लाइक सेंचुरीज, 50s, एवरीथिंग. इवन इन द आईपीएल ही प्लेज really good against Punjab in Mohali. So him not being there is a bit sad, but yeah, जो भी है personal reason, hopefully he'll be back for the second T20. I think that because his daughter's birthday is tomorrow also, so maybe it could be related to that. So then he just does that and comes back. So I'm sure he'll play the second game. कल की prediction, top scorer, wicket taker और कौन win करेगा, ये बहुत अच्छा सवाल है. अब ये मैं टॉस के बाद ज्यादा बोल सकता हूँ कि कौन टॉप स्कोरर ये हो सकता है, जस्ट बिकॉज मेरे को 100% नहीं पता, लेकिन अभी मैं बोल दूंगा. लेट्स टेक सम, आई थिंक टॉप विकेट टेकर कल होगा अगर वो खेला तो नूर अहमद, आई रियली लाइक हिम, आई थिंक वो जेन्युइन विकेट टेकर है, वो राइट लेफ्ट हैंडेड राशिद खान है, क्विक थ्रू द एयर, एंड इफ देयर इज एनी ग्रिप ऑन द पिच ही विल एक्सप्लॉइट दैट, और बड़ा ग्राउंड भी है मोहाली का, तो देयर विल बी कैचेस आई थिंक ऑन ऑफर, तो मैं इसके साथ जाऊंगा, क्या है, नूर अहमद के साथ। और फिर बैटिंग में टॉप स्कोरर, the captain returning, trying to make a point. He's been stripped of the Mumbai Indians captaincy, and he has been granted the Indian captaincy. And so Rohit Sharma kaisa balla chalayega. I'm predicting him as my top scorer. I think he's coming out to prove a point probably, and also to show कि भाई मैं World Cup के लिए तैयार हूँ, तो रोहित शर्मा. And then और क्या पूछे आप, टॉप स्कोरर, टॉप विकेट टेकर, और विन कौन करेगा? क्लोज मैच होगा, मैं पहला मैच शायद इंडिया को दे दूंगा, फिर शायद सेकंड, फिर देखते हैं, बट आई थिंक 2-1 हो सकता सीरीज ये इंडिया के तरफ, आई थिंक जीत होगी 2-1. Fairs like to play on slippery wickets, need to go to West Indies for the World Cup. Yeah, I mean the World Cup is in America and the West Indies. The group stage matches are in New York, and then West Indies, it's easier for visa, and it's cheaper, and it's easier to book flights and all that, so we can definitely go. And West Indies में बड़े matches वहीं होंगे, Super 8 और आपके जो सेमीफाइनल फाइनल, it'll be in West Indies. I think Guyana is hosting the semis if I'm not mistaken, so we should definitely consider that. It's far from here, but it's close from where you are. And I don't know, well, I'm still not sure कि वहाँ पे pitches कैसे रहेंगे, drop in America में especially, मजा आएगा नहीं आएगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ गेम प्ले, बट माहौल तो अच्छा होगा, स्पेशली इंडिया पाकिस्तान न्यूयॉर्क में पहली बार हो रहा, तो क्राउड तो दबा के आने वाली है, और क्रेजी क्राउड होने वाला है वो. देयर इज गोना बी क्रेजी मिक्स ऑफ बोथ इंडियन पाकिस्तानी फैंस, एंड इट विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ फन, बट आई डोंट नो हाउ द पिचेस विल बी, हाउ दे विल प्ले, हाउ द आउटफील्ड इज. हमारे दोस्त बोल रहे थे कि मैच उधर लॉन्ग आइलैंड में होगा, न्यूयॉर्क से, मतलब न्यूयॉर्क सिटी से 1 घंटा दूर, तो पता नहीं एग्जैक्टली कैसा रहेगा वो. इज क्लोज फ्रॉम वेयर your passport is from. Yeah, exactly, so we come there and go from there or something like that, but yeah, it is very close to Canada, the West Indies, and it should be a lot of fun over there. It's always a party atmosphere. World Cup के लिए आपको कौन सी टीम स्ट्रांग लग रही है? भाई मुझे तो हर वक्त इंग्लैंड लगती है, लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप में भी बहुत स्ट्रांग लगी थी, मगर हार गए थे, मगर आई थिंक उनके जो ऑप्शंस है, स्पेशली द वे दे बैट डीप और एग्रेसिव खेलते हैं, उनकी टीम मेरे को स्ट्रांग दिखती है. डिपेंडिंग फास्ट बॉलर्स कौन अवेलेबल है कौन नहीं है, फिर मुझे न्यूजीलैंड तो हर वक्त तगड़ी दिखती है, उन लोग कैसा भी आईसीसी इवेंट में सेमीफाइनल तक पहुंच जाते. साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम बहुत अच्छी है, अगर आप देखें, स्पेशली अगर नौके वापस आ गए तो बॉलिंग भी बहुत अच्छी हो जाएंगी, बैटिंग भी अगर आप देखें, एग्रेसिव प्लेयर्स हैं उनके पास. दे आल्सो हैव ट्रिस्टन स्टब्स एंड डेवॉल्ड ब्रेविस वेटिंग इन द विंग्स, उन लोगों को भी आप खिला सकते हैं, एक में से एक में से, तो आई एम श्योर यू कैन प्ले एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ देम, दे बोथ टैलेंटेड. फिर पाकिस्तान की टीम, इंडिया की टीम, दोनों उन लोग का भी चांसेस है सेमीफाइनल आने. इंडिया का यही है भाई, T20 इज नॉट द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट सूट, दे मच बेटर इन वनडे एंड देन आफ्टर दैट टेस्ट मैचेस, बट आई थिंक वनडे इज देयर स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट थिंग. T20 में लोग स्ट्रगल करते हैं, दे गेट अ बिट कंफ्यूज कैसा खेलना है, थोड़ा सा कभी टाइम ले लेते हैं, कभी ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं. वेस्ट इंडीज की टीम, आई थिंक इन लोग डार्क हॉर्सेस हो सकते हैं, बिकॉज अभी प्लेयर्स वापस आ रहे हैं उन लोग के पास. दे हैव निकोलस पूरन देयर, हेटमायर, फिर आपके मायर्स भी है, वो कौन है यार, दूसरा ओपनर, उन्हें भी तगड़ा खेलता, हेटमायर, जेसन होल्डर, दे हैव क्वाइट अ फ्यू प्लेयर्स वेस्ट इंडीज, एंड अजारी जोसेफ विद द बॉल. I'm liking the look of the way West Indies are going to play. तो मेरे हिसाब से उन लोग आपके डार्क हॉर्सेस हो सकते हैं, they can be somebody who can surprise teams and maybe make it to the knockouts. उनके होम ग्राउंड पे ही होंगे मैचेस काफी, तो I'm sure they will be prepared for this World Cup and they'll do a much better job. West Indies have been poor since like 2016-17, लेकिन अभी थोड़ा टाइम हो गया, and now there are some of the youngsters have become now experienced. They played in IPL, they played in different leagues. रसल भी है भाई, मैं भूल गया, आंड्रे रसल भी है टीम में, और उन्हें बहुत तगड़ा खेला इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ. तो मेरे हिसाब से वेस्ट इंडीज की टीम अगर सब फिट हो सकते हैं और फिट है एंड प्रॉपर टीम सिलेक्शन हुई, नो पॉलिटिक्स, तो फिर इनकी टीम अच्छी चैलेंज कर सकती है इन दिस वर्ल्ड कप. आई थिंक इट शुड बी अ वेरी वेरी गुड वेरी गुड टूर्नामेंट फॉर देम. आप लोग बताइए आपका 11 क्या है कल, कंसीडरिंग द फैक्ट देयर इज नो विराट कोहली. Let me know who is your 11. I can read you the cricket for predicted 11, but yeah, let me know which wicket keeper you're playing. Are you playing Sanju Samson or Jitesh Sharma? I prefer Sanju. For Rashid is a very difficult answer because he likes both, I think. But let me know who you guys think will कीप विकेट्स फॉर टुमारो फॉर इंडिया। कल कौन कीपिंग करेगा, संजू सैमसन या जितेश शर्मा? ये तो कंफर्म है कि रोहित शर्मा एंड जसवाल आर गोइंग टू बी ओपनिंग द बैटिंग राउंडर विद दिस कंफर्म दैट इन द थिंग। ऑल्सो खबर ये आई थी कि भाई ईशान किशन को उसको निकाले नहीं या कुछ भी नहीं, ही लेफ्ट फॉर द मेंटल हेल्थ रीजंस एंड स्टफ, एंड ही हैजंट गिवन हिज अवेलेबिलिटी येट. This is according to Rahul Dravid, so he has not been dropped on anything, on discipline or behavior or anything like that. He himself has taken that break और वापस अभी तक availability नहीं दिया, which is a bit concerning because I think Ishan Kishan is someone who's traveled with the team for so long. He's given his 100%. जब भी मौका मिला वो परफॉर्म भी किया. अगर आप पाकिस्तान का मैच देख लो, एशिया कप में मैं था वहां पे, जो पहला मैच था कैंडी में था, राइट? वो वहां पे जब प्रेशर में वो आके हार्दिक पांड्या के साथ जो पार्टनरशिप लगाई थी बहुत बेहतरीन था. And then even in the World Cup, I think against Afghanistan, he played when one of them couldn't. He opened the innings. I think Shubman Gill was had dengue or something, right? That time. So he also played a couple of games in the World Cup, Ishan Kishan. So like whenever required, he played. So I don't know what exactly happened. It is concerning. There is some problem in the team management that they haven't been able to take care of this. And he's someone who should be used, who should be given opportunities. Yes, his technique is not the most natural. It's a bit different. He will get out at times. He look ugly at times, in terms of shot selection. Lekin he can be a game changer, and he keeps wickets too. So I don't know usko kya ho gaya, why he's being phased out and why he left. But yeah, according to Rahul Dravid, there's nothing wrong from their side. It's he who took a break and they're waiting for him. Shreyas Iyer albatta has been dropped, you can say, because he said there's a lot of competition top order of the order and Shreyas will have to compete. And fair enough, because I think there's still Surya to come, Hardik to come right now. So the likes of Tilak Verma has been back. Sanju Samson has been given a deserved chance also, I think. Well deserved. तो मेरे हिसाब से कि संजू अगर है वहां पे, he should have been given the opportunity. And yeah, Iyer has to wait for his chance. And also Ishan Kishan का ये बोले थे कि भाई you'll have to play domestic cricket and then come back into the team as well. Jaiswal, Rohit, Gill, Sanju, इनको आप दो कीपर खिला रहे हैं, जितेश दुबे, अक्सर, बिश्नोई, Arshdeep, Mukesh. No Kuldeep Yadav in your team, bro. But that is very surprising. Why are you doing that, man? Dubey, I don't think Dubey will play, but I like that putting him in the 11 because he gives that balance. And you need to show Hardik Pandya that we're not only dependent on you. So I think that's a decent call, but I don't think they'll take that call. तो आप उसको नहीं खिला रहे हैं, आप तिलक को भी नहीं खिला रहे हैं, आप उसको भी नहीं खिला रहे. कौन है ये? कुलदीप यादव को भी नहीं खिला रहे. आपका तीसरा फास्ट बॉलर तो दुबे ही है. You're going on the basis on the Ranji Trophy, huh? He bowled, what did he pick up, like 2-3 wickets or something recently? And yeah, I think you'll need a third pacer. I would probably go with Avesh Khan as my third pacer. And I would go as Kuldeep and Aksar as my spinners. And then Vishnu, of course, if there is, I would rotate him. And whenever I can, I would play him depending on the third spinner category. Magar Vishnu is behtrin bowler hai. I really rate him highly. And he's played in Punjab too, so he understands the condition. But I would probably go with I would probably go with so Kuldeep Yadav right now because he is experienced. He's played. He's been in ridiculous form, amazing form. So I would probably play him. For me, it's giving chance to this guy in big games. Kuldeep in for sure. The top order guys need to chip in with some overs. They need to chip in with the overs. They need to roll their arm over and make sure that they also can bowl, and it brings more flexibility. And yeah, I mean, yeah, if you can give chances, because this is the last series India will play in T20. इसके बाद उन लोग टेस्ट मैचेस है 5, फिर IPL है सीधा. There is no other India T20 matches. There is no. This is the last series, so I think it is in terms of preparation. It's not the most ideal. अगर आप देखें इसके बाद आप टेस्ट मैच 5 खेलने वाले हैं, उसमें आप imagine Kohli, Rohit have to play all those 5, then they have to play IPL and then T20 World Cup. It's going to be very rigorous. It will be tiring. Fatigue will come into play. But yeah, and also it's not ideal preparation because you're only playing these T20s, then you don't have any other T20s until the World Cup. वहाँ पे आपके 2 वार्म-अप गेम होंगे, फिर सीधा आप आइलैंड से खेलने वाले हैं. आपका पहला मैच, फिर पाकिस्तान आएगा शायद उसके बाद. तो उतना preparation नहीं है because you want to see. And the other thing is that this team has not played together for a year because Rohit, Kohli, and if Bumrah and Siraj and these guys come back, they haven't played T20 cricket. Siraj थोड़ा बहुत खेल चुका है, लेकिन Bumrah आपका ये apart from the Ireland series, I think ये कोहली रोहित ये कोई T20 खेले ही नहीं, तो they need to gel together. They need to start understand the games a bit more. I know they play a lot of cricket together, but as a team, what is your best 11 for the World Cup? It'll be difficult to gauge. um, Even if you drop Sanju or Jitesh, Tilak will come in and still no bowler included. I don't like Tilak, just Mumbai lobby. I think Tilak Verma is a very good player, but he's not. He's still young. I mean, you can back him in T20s. In one day and test is too young to bring him right now. And he can bowl as well. Like thoda sa 2-3 over to dal le sakta hai unhe. I can give you that flexibility in that sense. I think he's a decent player. मुंबई का आप बोल सकते हैं, लाइक ही प्लेस फॉर मुंबई इंडियंस, तो वो लॉबी हो सकता, बट he I think he is a good talented player, especially T20s में. Ishan was seen partying in Dubai, and his reported BCS are not happy as he took a break due to mental fatigue, but later BCS said there is no such, and Ishan is being considered a second wicket keeper. Yeah, and for England Test series, yeah, I also heard that he's going to be considered for that, but I don't understand, the communication does not seem clear. So some people are saying he has to play Ranchi and come back. Some people are saying that he's has to tell us when he wants to come, this that, but there is a lack of communication there, and I think it stems from the fact that he has not played consistently in the 11. When he scored a double hundred, he was dropped. When he scored a 50 in the Asia Cup, he was dropped. Then when he scored a 50 in the World Cup, he was dropped. So there was no consistency given to him. He's not been backed like someone like a Shreyas Iyer or a KL Rahul. He's been flexible in his role. Sometimes he's opened the batting, sometimes he's played middle order. He's kept wickets also. He's fielded at the boundary. So he's done whatever the team has asked for him, and he has not in return gotten that consistent run. And I'm sure that has affected him mentally, and that is contributed to his mental fatigue. That's what I believe. It's just my opinion. I don't know exactly what the case is, but that's what it looks like, right? Agar aap India ke liye khel rahe hain constantly and stuff, and of course there will be fatigue, there will be thing, but I'm sure he could have asked for rest instead of leaving South Africa or something. He could have asked for rest in between. He could have asked for rest in this series and play the South Africa tour, but something has gone wrong for him to leave that tour and say that it was mental fatigue. And so be it. If he has mental fatigue, there's nothing wrong with that. Lekin there is some mismanagement there from some of the people involved. Dubey should be the third fast bowler, put him under pressure, and make him all-rounder by exposing him against Afghanistan. You say that, but then if you expose him too much, then I think you should play him as the fourth bowler and then see how he goes, because that's also Hardik's role. If you're going to make him the third fast bowler, then you have to play three spinners. That's what I think, because Afghanistan is a very good team. You still need to have your bowlers. I think having Dubey as your fifth bowler is a bit risky. Have him as your sixth bowler. That's what I would suggest. And it gives you confidence also. आप उसको ऐसा pressure में डालेंगे, अगर उन्हें crack हो गया, तो then he'll never come back from that. He won't recover. If he cracks under pressure against Afghanistan, then he won't recover from it. So I think you give him confidence by making the sixth bowler, give him options. I still don't think he will play, but this is what I would suggest. Like if he could, then slot him in and think, because they need to find a replacement for Hardik. This is not working for India. What are your thoughts on Australia announcing Smith will open in Test and Green will bat at number 4? I mean, I'm very surprised. I know Steve Smith during the Pakistan series he mentioned he's open to open the batting, but Pat Cummins kind of he kind of swept that under the carpet by saying no, he's good at number 4. So I didn't think he was going to open, but it looks serious. He's opening and Green is at 4. Nathan Lyon said I don't want to put pressure, but Cameron Green is someone I think he's going to be a top class player and he should open. So there is mixed reviews in there. I thought someone like they should have gone with someone like a Renshaw or a Bancroft, and I heard Bancroft's pissed also, or like a legit opener. But again, I think they want to try something different, because David Warner also, when he came in, he was not a opener, he was converted into an opener. So maybe if they're trying something like that, then go with Cameron Green, look to the future. Maybe they're going in this experience kind of thing. They had Warner and Khwaja, two guys, 36, 37, tons of experience. So maybe Smith also is 33, 34 years, a lot of experience, put him in there. But I think I would have maybe gone with, if you're going different, then you go Green. Otherwise, you would have gone with like a proper opener in a Bancroft or a Renshaw, or there's another guy, man, I forgot his name. Speaking of Crack Pandya doing gym photo shoot every day. Yeah, I mean, I think it's part of the social media thing. I'm sure the managers are involved, everybody, agents are involved and everything. Since Rohit Sharma has been announced captain, Hardik's social media has been picking up. There have been videos regularly and to keep him in the news. It's part of the part and parcel of kya bolte usko PR of cricketers. and was not surprised to see that Renshaw is in the squad as an extra batsman for West Indies series. Yeah, I would have liked to see him open or go with somebody who's a regular opener. But fair enough. If they want to try something different, then go for it. Let's see how it goes. I just think Steve Smith, look, he's the best test batsman in the world in the modern era. He has an average of 60. He's done most of his batting in the middle order, so why not stick in the middle order and try something? And plus, I wouldn't say he's ending his career, but he's towards the end of his career, towards like maybe not twilight, but he has a few years left in him. After that, you have to move on to maybe go with some young guy, and that young guy can learn from Khwaja, because Khwaja is also not going to last that long. Khwaja will probably retire before Smith. So, अगर आप उस हिसाब से देखें तो then maybe you should have had someone who was younger and who could learn off Khwaja and feed off him his inputs. And sometimes, especially when you're opening the batting, tough challenge hota in tricky conditions in Australia. Anyway, like it's a difficult thing to open the batting, and if you have an experienced guy there, that can help you out at times. That's what I believe. So maybe I would have liked a younger batter to have opened the innings, but it should be interesting to see how that thing. I don't know why they're playing again. Last year, West Indies, Australia played a test series this time, and now this year again, ek saal ke baad. I thought there was should have been a break 2-3 years and then a team tours. But I guess Sri Lanka cricket is also suffering. South Africa is playing the T20. The game is rained. It's raining. I think today was supposed to be the first game, right, between Sunrisers and Super Kings. I think the match is still delayed by rain. There is a 60-minute buffer period before we start losing overs. The buffer period, though, ends at 6:30 p.m. local, which is the latest of 5 over per side can start at 8:51 local time, which is like in an hour or so, right? The rain continues to fall, so that is probably going to be delayed, and we might have an abandoned match फर्स्ट गेम था T20. बट यही है कि ये इन लोग ऐसे T20 खेल रहे, पर IL T20 है, ये वो है, तो टेस्ट क्रिकेट का उतना वो नहीं है. Like, it's not been given as much attention as compared to the leagues going on, the T20 leagues. It's unfortunate for pure cricket lovers, but yeah, T20 is also attracting the crowds, attracting new people. America, they're going there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of new fans coming in and understanding the game. So, like, I wouldn't completely criticize T20s or anything like that, but yeah, generally, because we've been watching cricket for so long, we do enjoy the purest format, which is the 5-day test cricket. But that doesn't mean T20 is bad. It's a different kind of format. It's a different thing, and it's always good. If it's getting popular, they always look at the positive of that. Yeah, but tomorrow hopefully we'll have the toss update before the game, and then we'll have the review. So join us for the review after the India-Afghanistan match. I think it's at around 7 India time, if I'm not mistaken. And after that, we'll come with the review, and hopefully Fez will join us also. Yeah, it's at 7 o'clock India time. Sorry, aap kya bol rahe hain? Nokia is ruled out as T20 as he continues to recover from injury. Yeah, and hopefully he comes back for, if not the IPL, at least the World Cup, because he's someone that South Africa bank on, and he'll really bolster their bowling lineup. If he comes in, he'll really strengthen that and make them a force to reckon with Rabada over there, Janssen, they have in Gidi. So I think with Nokia, they'll be even they'll be super strong, and it'll depend on his fitness and everything. He needs to be fully fit, but he does have the talent. I hope that his pace has not been compromised in this injury, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play, because उन्हें जो Yorkers डालता, जो pace के साथ डालता, even the good line deliveries we saw in the UAE in the IPL, oh man, it was incredible to see him play. And I would hopefully he comes back soon. So wishing him a speedy recovery, and hopefully he's fully fit, like 100%, so that he can play full tilt, bowl at full tilt. No issues. No issues with speed or run-ups or anything like that, and give it his all, because when he's in full flow, Anrik Nokia, he's brilliant to watch. Really, really good to watch, I think. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, आप भेजते रहिए. कल है मैच, आप लोगों का predictions भी भेजो. Ashish has sent in his predicted 11. If you guys have your own 11s, you can send that in too. But yeah, tomorrow is the game. I see potential fast bowlers for T20 World Cup: Rabada and Gidi, Janssen, Nokia, Kochenberg, and that is some fire, man. That is strong bowling lineup, and I'm sure if they have at least 3 or 4 of these fit, they will compete properly in this T20 World Cup. I felt they played really well in the 50 over, and अगर Nokia वापस आ गया, Even him not being the Burger is a very good option. Left hand he can cause issues. Jansen again, his height, left hand he'll also cause issues. Ngidi, Rabada, Coetzee has been a sensation this year. Last year he was brilliant in the World Cup. Even before that, he was exciting in the leagues, and he's done well in domestic cricket too. So I'm excited to see how Coetzee plays. But yes, if Nokia comes back, it just strengthens the team. He's an proper international bowler. He can intimidate batsmen. He has the height, he has the pace and accuracy too. Yorkers bahut acha data death mein he's very good with the new ball. He can strike as well in the power play, and I think he's a perfect T20 bowler. Not perfect, but he's a brilliant T20 bowler, and I would really like to see him play. But yeah, this is वन ऑफ द स्ट्रॉन्गर बॉलिंग लाइनअप्स इन द वर्ल्ड साउथ अफ्रीका की. अब यही देखना पड़ेगा कि इन लोग कैसा सस्टेन करेंगे वर्ल्ड कप तक. अब इंडिया का आप देख लो, इंडिया का अभी आपके पास 3 T20 है, उसके बाद 25 को आपको हैदराबाद में टेस्ट मैच है. दैट मींस आप 20-21 को आप जा रहे हैं हैदराबाद, वहां पे आपकी तैयारी होगी, कैंप होगी, एंड देन यू विल स्टार्ट योर सीरीज अगेंस्ट इंग्लैंड. यू हैव 5 टेस्ट मैचेस अगेंस्ट इंग्लैंड. दैट विल फिनिश प्रोबेबली एंड ऑफ Feb, March. I'm guessing March, and then once that's done in March, then you have the IPL on March 21st. The IPL will finish May 20th, 21st, 22nd, and then you have the World Cup June 4th. So you have no time, and that's where player management will be very, very important. Even imagine you're going to play 5 test matches, and then the whole IPL you're going to play. I don't know, will you be fully fit? Will you be drained out? Will you have injuries? Don't have injuries? It's going to be very uncertain, especially for the Indian players. And that's when you have to take care of your players. I'm sure England doing that, but India will have to do that. In the IPL, I know it is almost impossible to rest a Kohli or a Rohit Sharma or a Bumrah, but somewhere down the line, someone has to take a call, or the player has to take the call himself and say, ki bhai, Maafi chahta hu, I cannot play this game. And because in the IPL there's also a lot of traveling, late nights. The match itself finishes like 11:30, by the time you get to the hotel and stuff, and change will be like 2 a.m. So I think that's where you have to be very careful in terms of managing the players' workload and making sure they get ideal rest. I know there's a lot of, you can argue the other way with me saying कि भाई मैं franchise owner हूँ, मैं तो इतना पैसा दिया उनको, why should he rest there? He should rest in international cricket, he should rest somewhere else. Why is he resting now when I need him, when I'm paying him this much money? I'm paying him so much money. So I understand that narrative, but I think the player, because it's a T20 World Cup, especially Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, this might be one of their last T20 World Cups, if not their last. So they have to be fully fit and fully engaged. I'm not saying that they're not fit enough to play. 100% they're fit enough to play. Lekin with this workload, when you have 5 tests and a full season of IPL, it will take a toll on your body. It can lead to injuries. It can cause fatigue and cause issues in your performance also. तो उस हिसाब से I think थोड़ा सा केयरफुल रहना चाहिए. जसप्रीत बुमराह के भी यही है कि भैया 5 टेस्ट मैच, अगर उन्हें 5 खेले, 5 में से अगर 3 भी खेला, if he doesn't play 2 test matches, for example, still playing one whole tournament of IPL 2 months will be draining on his body. He's already recovering from an injury. IPL is different. It's every 2 days there's a game. It's a different city. You have to take a flight. You have to do this. You have to do that. So I think even then, even if you take a rest in the test series, you gotta still manage a workload in the IPL. I don't know how they're going to do it. I know it's almost next to impossible. There's a lot of pressure from the owners, from the management and everything, but they will have to find a way, because बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो 4 महीने लगातार क्रिकेट खेल रहे हो, जिस तरीके के क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं, it is going to be very intense. The 5 test series in England, especially if England do perform well, then it can be a very close contest. Even if it's not a close contest, it's still 5-day cricket. It is peak cricket, and 5-day cricket is always going to be challenging for you in terms of fitness, in terms of your mental health, physical health. It will be very challenging. So I think that's where you have to be careful in terms of your planning and workload management. But let's see what happens. When we always talk about this, and it ends up that IPL is given priority, and then in T20 World Cups, India do suffer. I remember 2009, that was the case. Recently, that was the case also in 2020-21 when they played in Dubai. They played those IPL matches just before the T20 World Cup, and everyone thought that would be good preparation, but it technically wasn't, because they're playing in different teams. It was different. They would just pick players who performed for the respective players instead of looking as a unit, how they gel, how they complement each other. वो ज़्यादा नहीं देखे, they just looked at individual performances in the IPL, and it didn't really work out there. So yeah, having said that, We also have a T20 series between Pakistan and New Zealand. So, there is proper T20 cricket going on right now this month. There is the SC T20 also. It's good preparation for the World Cup. Pakistan is led by Shaheen Shah Afridi. Mohammad Rizwan is named vice captain. They're going to take on New Zealand. Kane Williamson is also available. It's good to see him fit and playing, and hopefully that he can sustain this in the IPL and the T20 World Cup. It'll probably be maybe his last T20 World Cup too. And he's been a sensational captain, batter, all format player for New Zealand. He's done so well, in the recent past and the past. So that'll be a very good series as well. New Zealand versus Pakistan. For Pakistan under a new captain, we'll see what kind of style उन लोग कैसा खेलेंगे. Players कौन रहेंगे. Azam Khan, if he gets a chance in the 11, I think he can be a very exciting player. But he will have challenges against the fast bowlers. That is not his strongest suit, playing fast bowling. But when the spinner comes on, he will completely attack and go for those boundaries. I'm looking forward to that series. I think it should be good. Always in New Zealand mein maza aata matches dekhne. I remember when India went there as well, when they played the T20 series, there were some close encounters. There were super overs too. I remember Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul were hitting some sixes. It was a lot of fun. So I'm sure this Pakistan versus New Zealand series will be equally exciting. It should be a lot of fun. We'll get to see some good talent. We'll get to see some good challenges, some good battles between both the sides. Like I said, I'm looking forward to Azam Khan playing from Pakistan, how Shaheen Afridi leads the team. Babar is also in the team, how he plays, how does he perform with no captaincy there, what is the relationship between the players, how do they coordinate in the field. Those will be interesting. What are your thoughts on Pakistan changing their batting order, moving Babar to number 3 and Fakhar at number 4? I find that interesting. I think Babar was doing well as an opener, and him and Rizwan were doing good. I know that power play, they were saying strike rate was too low and everything. So let's see. I would ideally open with Fakhar and Babar, or Fakhar and Rizwan. That's what I would do, because Fakhar will give you that stuff in the power play, the strike rate. But who will be opening? Imam is still not there. Who will be opening? It will be Saim Ayub, right? I think Saim Ayub will open. If he is opening with Rizwan, then that will be fun to watch. But I would go with your aggressive batter, one aggressive batter and one guy who can rotate. From Pakistan's point of view, ideally you have two guys who just blast the ball everywhere. Like, and if you look at it from Pakistan's point of view, then probably Saim Ayub and Rizwan is fine. I think it shouldn't be bad. Fakhar batting at 4. Let's see how he tackles the spin. He can bat at 3-4, but it's interesting to see because he's a proper opener, man. He's played so well opening the batting for Pakistan. You saw the World Cup; they didn't play him in between because of his form, but then he came back and he absolutely smashed it, right, in that game against New Zealand in Bangalore. So I like to see Fakhar opening, but I don't mind Saim Ayub, man. This guy's had a really good CPL. He's a good PSL. He looked decent in the Test series. Of course, he didn't score the biggest of runs or had the best of series, but he dropped a catch too. But I'm sure that's all part of the learning curve. और youngster को try करना जरूरी है. तो ठीक है, देखते हैं. Let's see how it works out. Then we can have a better gauge on if this is working or not. We can analyze it a bit more when we see them play against New Zealand and how they approach it, how Saim Ayub performs as well. And look, these are going to be different conditions to back home. They're going to be different conditions to back. And where the World Cup is, it's going to be different for Pakistan. So for them, it'll be a big challenge. Playing in New Zealand, and if they do well, if they succeed and win this series, I think it'll be the perfect start to their campaign going into the World Cup. Of course, the World Cup is still a few months away, and it'll give them that confidence, it'll give them that boost. And look, Pakistan, I think, like I said, India's strongest suit is one days. For Pakistan, I think their strongest suit is T20 cricket. That's what they enjoy playing the most. That's what they thrive in. They have a lot of players playing in leagues all over the world, whether it's the Big Bash, whether it's the ILT20, SET20, the 100, the Sri Lankan Premier League. They play in T20 leagues all over and every condition. So they will be excited, and I'm sure that experience in the CPL will help them in the West Indies. And also against New Zealand, they've played in conditions like this. They played in Australia as well, and I'm sure they will be raring to go. And also their bowlers have to bowl four overs, and that suits Shaheen Afridi, it suits Haris Rauf, it suits Wasim Jr. and these guys. And when it comes to T20 cricket, their bowlers are much more suited. The batters also, they have a good blend of players who can rotate the strike and players who can hit. Strike rotation will be key. We blamed that on Pakistan before, and we said their batting look weak at times. They consume too many dot balls. Lekin with Saim Ayub, their Fakhar, Azam Khan, I think they can have those aggressive. They can have that aggressive intent, and they can make sure that strike rate is not an issue, run rate issue नहीं हो सकता, because इनके पास shots हैं and लोग मार के खेल सकते हैं ये 3-4 player. Sam Ayub, even Chachu is a very good player in T20 cricket. Sam Ayub dropped catch. He wasn't even supposed to be fielding and slipped. Yeah, I know. Agha Salman went to the bathroom, and then Babar shifted from first to second slip, and he was slotted. So Agha Salman was fielding in second slip, and Babar was fielding at first, and Babar shifted to second when this guy went to the washroom, Salman Agha, and then this guy came first slip and he dropped it. But yeah, like, it was still an easy catch. You expect people to, even Saud Shakil, was it Saud Shakil? No, who was it? Abdullah Shafiq, sorry, who dropped the catch the game before. Those kind of catches you need to take, man. Like, whoever you are, especially if you're playing international cricket, you're representing your country, you need to take those catches. But look, mistakes happen, things happen. It's okay. We move on from that. I just remembered that drop chance because I was watching it live, and then I saw Aga Salman coming back from the bathroom, and Bob was like, "Where the hell did you go?" and all that. So it should be fun though. Like, it should be fun to see how these guys perform. Playing 11 पार्थ भाई कितने भाई कैसे हैं आप कैसे सब ठीक ठाक कैसी है फैमिली काम कैसा चल रहा है आपका पढ़ाई कैसी चल रही जो भी आप कर रहे हैं होप एवरीथिंग इज गुड प्लेइंग 11 देखो प्रेडिक्शन हम दे सकते हैं आई थिंक कंफर्म तो ये है कि रोहित एंड जायसवाल विल ओपन द बैटिंग राहुल द्रविड already said that one down probably Shubman Gill will slot in because Virat Kohli is not available for tomorrow's match. At number 4 you can probably go maybe with the Tilak Verma. At number 5 you have to pick between Jitesh and Sanju Samson. I would go Sanju Samson, and then number 6 you go Rinku Singh, and then 7 Aksar Patel. Then you've got your bowlers. If you're going, I'm sure they won't play 3 spinners because Mohali, the runs will be on offer. Then you go Aksar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Avesh Khan, Arishdeep, Mukesh Kumar. That will be your bowlers, I think. So, I think they'll play with 5 bowlers, and Tilak Verma can chip in if required. And with the batting order also, you can bump Sanju or Jitesh to number 4 and put Tilak at 5. But just to break that left hand, right hand thing, to add that left hander there, you can play Tilak at 4. That is a thing. Both Jitesh and Sanju in place of Tilak. You can do that too, yeah. That is also an option. आशीष भाई यही बोले थे कि ऐसी करो आप. It's just that Tilak gives you that flexibility. एक दो ओवर अगर डालना वो डाल सकता है, and he can play as a finisher too. And he's a left-hander. That's the thing, right? He breaks up that thing. Even Rinku's a left-hander, but then you have 2, and he breaks up that rhythm for the bowlers. That's the other thing. But yeah, you can definitely play thing, and I would definitely play Sanju Samson. So if you want to play Jitesh as your keeper, play Sanju as a batter. I would really want Sanju to play. I think this is a chance given the opportunity. I'm happy that Shreyas Iyer was told today that it's not injury, this and that. There is competition. That means he's been dropped, right? That means the way what Rahul Dravid said in the press conference, it meant straight up कि भाई उसको drop करे. There's a lot of competition. He has to improve and come back. So, and I'm glad Sanju Samson has been given this opportunity. Now I just hope he's played in the 11. There's no point if you keep him in the squad again and then don't play him and then you drop him, then that is going to be harsh on him. So give him the opportunity. If he breaks down the door, great. If he doesn't, then okay, fine. You can look towards somebody else. It's a harsh world. It is very competitive, especially if you're an Indian cricketer. So that's all well and good, but I think he should be given the opportunity to play because he's done well in the one days now, just recently in South Africa, and I think he should be rewarded with at least a couple of T20s now versus Afghanistan. थोड़ा सा मौका तो देना चाहिए भैया उसको, Sanju Samson को. But yeah, I think that will be that 11. More likely or not, then I don't. It'll depend on the pitch, but I don't think they'll play 3 spinners. But if there is something in the pitch, then May Sundar can come into in place of a faster bowler. But then you don't have Hardik there. Shivam Dube, will he play? I don't think so. I think they should try him at least एक बार ये series में एक बार उसको दे देना, because हार्दिक को भी सिग्नल मिल जाएगा कि भैया we're not relying on you. He's done well in the Ranji Trophy. कल तेजस भाई हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए थे पुणे से, उन्होंने बोल रहे थे कि उसने 3-4 विकेट भी ली, अच्छी ओपनिंग न्यू बॉल के साथ बॉलिंग कर रहा था वो रणजी ट्रॉफी में, तो उसको मौका मिल सकता है. विद द बॉल बैट वी नो दैट ही कैन हिट अ लॉन्ग बॉल. इट्स जस्ट दैट ही इज नॉट बीन द मोस्ट कंसिस्टेंट एंड ही इज मेड अ लॉट ऑफ एरर्स in terms of shot selection and everything, and also bowling wise he doesn't have the pace of Hardik, he doesn't have the accuracy of Hardik Pandya. लेकिन कहीं तो डेवलप करना पड़ेगा आप किसी को, राइट? तो और वही करेंगे अगर आप मौका दिए उसको, ही देन ही विल आल्सो अंडरस्टैंड मेरे को कहाँ इंप्रूव करना, कैसा ही वर्क हार्डर फॉर दैट. एंड इट आल्सो गिव्स हार्दिक दैट थिंक कि भैया देयर इज सम कंपटीशन फॉर माय प्लेस, आई कांट जस्ट come in whenever I want to, go out wherever I want. I have to be fully fit. I have to work on my fitness and make sure कि मैं हर टूर्नामेंट खेलूं. एटलीस्ट जो बड़े टूर्नामेंट्स है उससे पहले इंजर नहीं होना है और proper खेलना है मेरे को, तो it gives him a kind of wake up call in that, in my opinion. So maybe you can consider at least in the third T20. If you have won the series, then you can try someone like a Shivam Dube. I would like to see him somewhere down the line in this series. But otherwise, that will be the squad. And they're up against a very good Afghanistan team. ठीक है, Rashid Khan नहीं है, उनका main player है, captain है, जबरदस्त bowler है. That's all well and good, and he can chip in with the bat. But they have some class players. Noor Ahmed is a great spinner. They've got Mujib, they've got Nabi, Qais Ahmed, Fazal Haq Faruqi, आपके नवीन उलग. फिर बैटिंग भी तगड़ी बैटिंग है. इब्राहिम जरदान himself, Najibullah Zardan, I think he's also there. Nabi can come and smash it. Gurbaz is insane, man. उन्हें तो भाई हर लीग में हर मैच में मारता, स्पेशली T20 क्रिकेट उसको बहुत पसंद खेलना, एग्रेसिव खेलता है वो. So he really enjoys that, and I'm sure he will look to score runs. He could be top scorer for Afghanistan in this series. You never know. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions, let me know. नहीं तो कल हम लोग toss update फेस कर लेंगे inshallah, and then we'll have the review of the match after the game. And in between, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on the socials, Insta, Twitter, and everywhere. आपको updates देते जाएंगे. And you'll also know, अगर आप notification की घंटी दबा दिया तो फिर आपको पता चल जाएगा जब हम live है, जब बात कर रहे हैं, तो आप जुड़ सकते हैं हमारे साथ, अपने सवाल डाल सकते हैं. You can give your comments, questions, and everything. Let me know your predictions in the comment section today also. Ki bhai, who do you think will win this series? It should be fun, I think. Look, Afghanistan, this is the like I said about Pakistan, for Afghanistan, it's definitely their strongest suit, is the strongest format. और उन लोग को पसंद T20 क्रिकेट खेलना, डेंजरस टीम है उन लोग ये फॉर्मेट में, स्पेशली खासतौर ये कंडीशंस में उन लोग अच्छा खेलते हैं. So I think it should be a good series. I still favor India to win this series, लेकिन let's see what happens. You never say never. ठंड होगी भाई. कल मोहाली में मैं सुना रात में 5 डिग्री भी हो जा रहा कभी, एंड कल शाम का ही मैच है, तो थोड़ा सा जैकेट वैकेट देख के अगर आप जा रहे हैं ग्राउंड को, थोड़ा सा दिख के जाओ, एंड ऑफ कोर्स जाओ, एंजॉय करो, बट कीप वार्म, एंड विल सी हाउ द प्लेयर्स कीप वार्म आल्सो. I don't know whether they will be wearing jackets in the outfield or sweaters at least, so I'm sure they'll wear. And then they'll be warmed up, hopefully. Did Travis say anything about Jadeja? I did not hear anything. Maybe if someone else heard, you can let me know. He did talk about Ishan Kishan. He talked about Shreyas Iyer. He talked about Virat Kohli, but I don't think he said anything about Jadeja, if I'm not mistaken. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember him saying anything. But yeah, basically the news is Ishan Kishan, they're waiting for him to give his availability. Shreyas Iyer has been dropped, and Virat Kohli is gone for personal reason, and he'll be back in the second T20. That's what the notion has been. And Rohit Sharma also, he will look to win the series, because bhaiya, the T20 captaincy is also on the line, and there's a World Cup coming. I'm sure he wants to lead the side, and he wants to win also that World Cup. It might be his last chance at a ICC trophy, or definitely a T20 World Cup. So I'm sure he's going to give it his all and be prepared. He's led India in the WTC and One Day World Cup. It looked like Hardik Pandya will be leading India in the T20, like, he's also not fit fully. I know he's at the gym and everything, but since that World Cup injury, he's not come back. So that gives Rohit Sharma more chance. And even if Hardik gets fit, I think Rohit Sharma will want to lead the side, at least in this World Cup. That's what I feel. That's what my thought is right now. But yeah, if there's anything else, let me know. Others, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Toss update, and then we will talk after the game as well. Hopefully, take care, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Really appreciate it. Ashish, after a long time. Ibrahim Bhai, Parth, all you guys, RA Gaming, everyone who joined us today, I really appreciate it. Event bhi aa gaya. What's up, Apple event? Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button as well. And we were just talking about the India Afghanistan. You can rewind and listen to the preview and let us know who you think will win this game tomorrow, and who you're looking forward to watching playing. Of course, there's no Virat Kohli tomorrow, but he should be back for the second T20, so it should be an exciting series. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Have a good rest of the evening.